Now on CoastTV News.
Restoring Delaware's Bay Shore, how a new project between DNREC and the Army Corps of Engineers could help combat erosion on the coast.
PETA protesting the White Marlin, the famed animal rights group, to display a fish empathy quilt, along with a letter to the mayor of Ocean City.
The heat not backing down on Delmarva, how people are pushing through the sweltering temperatures while staying safe.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Efforts to save the Delaware Bay Shore from eroding even more. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with critical funding for Delaware shoreline.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and DNREC have signed a design agreement to restore beaches along the Delaware Bay Shore. The project would replace sand on shore with sand dredged from the Delaware River. Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us how people in Slaughter Beach say this project is needed and soon.
If you are taking a walk at Slaughter Beach, you will notice there's not a lot of beach. And Sharon Tremble, who's been coming to Slaughter Beach for about 20 years, says it's sad how much the beach has been destroyed over time.
It's amazing just from last year. It's smaller. I love that it's private, it's clean, it's quiet. It's just a beautiful place to come.
Well, the good news is the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and DNREC have signed a design agreement to restore Delaware's Bay Shore. While any replenishment is over a year away, Robert Bennett says it's greatly needed.
It's something we need to be aware of and we need to tend to, and because if we don't, we won't have it anymore.
The agreement is for $3 million, and the cost will be split 90% federal, and the other 10% would come from DNREC. DNREC and the Army Corps will work together to determine which communities need the sand the most. And people say here they hope Slaughter Beach is included before it's too late.
It's good for the community, and with the rising tides and everything else, we need to protect it, or there'll be nowhere to go.
DNREC and the Army Corps of Engineers says that the design phase is expected to take about 15 months, and then a construction phase will begin based on priority needs and funding. In Slaughter Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
And that design phase will include a number of things, including surveys, assessing beach conditions, and planning where and how to place the sand.
New in the first state, DNREC plans to hold public meetings about the latest state energy plan. Work groups within the Governor's Energy Advisory Council held multiple meetings last year to begin planning for the new state energy plan. More than 150 locals attended those meetings, and the work group drafted more than 250 recommendations from the public. 82 recommendations were sent to the council and were approved by a majority vote. You can learn about the updated plan and voice your own opinions August 13th at the Cheer Center in Georgetown.
We are taking a live look right now outside into Ocean City. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie and Charlie. I don't want to exclude you, but we have our weather sort of a relationship status kind of thing. It's complicated, okay, because we're watching out for the heat and humidity, which is there, but now we have a layer of concern for severe storms. We'll go over that in just a moment. First of all, our Irish Eyes camera, 93 degrees, sweltering degrees, by the way. It feels like 110 in a lot of areas. We're watching out for a chance of thunderstorm to kick off between 8 and 10 o'clock, and that's kind of ironic because of the timing, because here's the deal. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that's been issued that includes Sussex, and we're the bottom half of this entire area of concern, but it expires at 9 o'clock. However, the models that I've just run indicate that we really won't be in the danger zone until 8 till 9 o'clock, so it may be extended. That's one part. We have an excessive heat warning that's also in effect for the entire peninsula, watching out for 110 heat indices or higher. So that's what I mean by complicated. And in addition to that, right along the coast for Ocean City, we still have the leftover heat advisory that's active until 8 o'clock for this evening. Coming up, we're going to track the latest storm that's popping up for right now and give you a preview as to what to expect over the weekend, Maddie.
Paul, thank you. Heading to the coast, efforts to fight flooding in South Bethany. The town says it recently received word that a grant request submitted to FEMA by the Resiliency Committee, well, they're going to get it. That request was for $147,000. All that money will hire a consultant to assess flooding in the Cat Hill neighborhood. It will also come up with fixes like in York Road, where a similar project is underway. The town says roads in Cat Hill experience frequent flooding after storms, high tides, and lots of rainfall.
The White Marlin Open expected to bring a sea of people for the 51st year of reeling in fish for cash prizes, but not everybody is looking forward to next week's event. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us what PETA has done to put their message out there.
Open your tackle box, grab some gear, and let it rip. That's what hundreds of anglers will be doing on Monday when the White Marlin Open officially sets sail. Something John Lucas is excited to see.
I come here every year just because of the White Marlin tournament. Like, I don't come in July, I come in August 2nd every time, every year.
But not everyone is as enthusiastic. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, better known as PETA, sent out a letter to the Ocean City mayor on Thursday asking the town to put their fish empathy quilt somewhere in Ocean City. Ashley Byrne explains why this quilt is more than just fabric.
We wanted a way to remind people that fish belong in the water and that they are sentient, intelligent, complex individuals, just like our dogs and cats at home.
PETA says fishing is abuse and says this quilt offer is no political stunt.
Everyone, regardless of their political background, agrees that animals shouldn't be abused.
But Lucas thinks other problems may arise if this message catches on.
It would hurt the fishermen and the businesses, you know what I mean? Because they wouldn't even have the time to go out because there's not a tournament anymore, you know what I mean? They go out to make money every year off that tournament, and now that's just taken out of their pockets, and you're taking out of the pockets of the stores because people don't want to come down because they can't fish.
The White Marlin Open is set to start on Monday. PETA sent the letter to the Ocean City mayor on Thursday, and Mayor Rick Meehan has yet to respond. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
Speaking of the White Marlin, new today, due to the chance of windy offshore conditions, the White Marlin Open has extended its fishing days to Saturday, August 10th. As of today, over 150 boats are registered for this year's tournament. One of the boats, back again, registered this year, Catch 23, which belongs to all-time NBA great Michael Jordan. There was no qualifying White Marlin in 2023. Last year, the top prize of over $6 million went to John Oles of Laytonsville, Maryland. He hauled in a blue marlin that weighed over 640 pounds. Registration will continue until 7 p.m. on Sunday night. Boats will be able to fish 3 of the 6 days. The event kicks off on Monday.
In Milton, developers have their eyes on a plot of land between Shingle Point Road and Harbison Road near Mariner Middle School. You see it right there by Mariner. The development would be called Scarlet Oaks, and developers are seeking master plan approval. That includes 163 homes, 64 single-family, 99 townhomes. The development plan also calls for 23 acres of open space. The Planning and Zoning Commission reviewed that at a hearing in July, made some recommendations, so now a revised plan for that Milton development will be heard by Town Council on Monday.
Cones Line Shuttle Road in preparation for upcoming road work. The road work is set to begin on Monday, August 5th, and includes repaving of the roadway. DelDOT says this work will take place from the Route 1 intersection to Country Club Road. Locals who frequent this road say this work is needed.
Presently, it's there to get out onto one. You're going north or south is brutal. Especially if you were in a hurry. Don't wait to the last minute wherever it is you're going.
Now, don't all of our drivers know that? Officials say this work is expected to be completed in early October.
Looking ahead to next week, Millsboro's bypass causing conversation once again. On August 7th at Millsboro Town Center, a DelDOT engineer will share updates on the project. You see construction here, and they'll answer any questions. DelDOT says the main goal of the bypass is to alleviate traffic in downtown Millsboro. DelDOT expects the completion date for that bypass to be summer 2025.
In Selbyville, DelDOT wants to hear your thoughts next week about a proposed project at the Route 54 and Hudson Road intersection. This area that you see was identified as having a lot of crashes. A roundabout is being proposed to increase safety. The workshop will be held at Selbyville Middle School on August 6th.
If you live in Fenwick Island tomorrow, you can make your voice heard. Town Council's election is happening, and there are 3 seats up for grabs. You can vote from 1 to 5 p.m. at Fenwick Town Hall. And we are just getting started this evening.
Our Summer Games bracket heating up. One of our producers was really excited for me to say it that way. We're going to check to see where the votes are falling as we head into round 3.
And we take a live look at radar. We have an active severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 9 o'clock, but that's not the real biggie. The real biggie is this one, the excessive heat warning. It's in effect for everybody bracing for more heat this weekend, Maddie.
But first, how Delmarva is braving the extended heat. We have that in just 60 seconds.
Find 16 mattresses under $9.99 and starting as low as $5.99 at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World. Shop the area's largest selection of mattresses with immediate delivery available. Shop Johnny Janosik's Mattress World.
Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your gutter helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
Find your better night's sleep for less at Johnny Janosic. Shop now and get this Kingsdown Queen mattress, plush or firm, doorbuster price only $5.99. For a limited time only at Johnny Janosic's Mattress World.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Beating the heat part 2, people across Delmarva trying to stay cool all summer. We're now in the 2nd day of that advisory, with the possibility of something from the tropics coming up soon.
These scorching temperatures, they're not stopping people from continuing their daily activities. It's likely you're going to see Holly Walker walking a dog.
That's because she owns Old Blue Chair, a dog walking business. What a cutie. And the heat is front and center as she works.
So their paws are the same as us. So what I do is just walk them in the grass or sidewalks, and usually just in the shade, and then shorten it up for about half the time, so 15 minutes, and then we do the rest of the play inside.
Some good advice there. And there are cooling centers in Bethany Beach and Milton. Your local library also serves as a great option as a cooling center.
And right now, with these high temps, the Delaware Municipal Electric Cooperation says municipal electric customers try to reduce your power use till 7. Here's some simple steps. Don't do your chores. You don't have to do your washer and dryer, other appliances. That takes a lot of power, so you got an excuse. You can also cook outside on the grill to reduce energy, Paul.
I know, but listen, needed to talk more about this heat index problem. We're going to be at the extreme caution level for today and tomorrow, then it will eventually slide down to other triple digits. Your full forecast coming up in a moment.
Shop local at the Treasure Chest for the gift that means more. Say you care about your friends, family, and community with a gift from a trusted family-owned and operated jewelry store for over 45 years. Just minutes from the beach, the Treasure Chest on Main Street in Berlin.
Bingo, bingo! Every Friday night, the Pittsville Volunteer Fire Department. Doors open at 5 and games start at 7. $35 of play with a chance to win the jackpot of $1,000. And listen weekly for the You Pick jackpot starting at $10,000. Come out for bingo every Friday night at the Pittsville Volunteer Fire Department.
Get ready. MediaCom is now
mobile?
Well, not just mobile, but a 5G mobile network with reliability you can count on.
Really?
Just check out this map. Coast-to-coast coverage, plus hundreds of free extreme hotspots. It's an unbeatable network, and we've got some unbeatable prices too.
But I love this phone.
Easy. Keep your phone when you switch. And guess what? You'll love it even more. MediaCom Mobile. Learn more today.
I used to work at a restaurant. I figured out that wasn't for me, so I started doing my research and I found this program.
I can come in after work for the night classes.
Being able to earn while I learn has set myself up for financial freedom.
The adult ed program has helped me be licensed by age of 21 and have a great career ahead of me.
I would recommend this program.
Check out Sussex Tech Adult Education online today.
And see how you can earn while you learn with registered apprenticeship and health profession programs at Sussex Tech Adult Education.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
Bingo, bingo! Every Friday night, the Pittsville Volunteer Fire Department. Doors open at 5 and games start at 7. $35 of play with a chance to win the jackpot of $1,000. And listen weekly for the You Pick jackpot starting at $10,000. Come out for bingo every Friday night at the Pittsville Volunteer Fire Department.
Shop local at the Treasure Chest for the gift that means more. Say you care about your friends, family, and community with a gift from a trusted family-owned and operated jewelry store for over 45 years. Just minutes from the beach, the Treasure Chest on Main Street in Berlin.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the park every Saturday from 8 to noon and at Crooked Hammock Brewery every Wednesday from 8 to 11:30 a.m.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
We've got a couple of things we want you to kind of keep in mind. First of all, it's obviously hot. Everybody can feel that. Got that. We'll talk about that. But also, we do have the threat of a severe thunderstorm. With all this heat in place, got to be very mindful of whenever we get an actual thunderstorm watching affecting. Keep a watchful eye on how things are going. I want the storms to know I'm watching you. I'm watching the storms for you. All right, our Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City, 73, cooler along the coast, and we're looking for temperatures stay in the 70s. Now, we are watching out for a chance for the storms to spark by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. Although the actual watch is going to expire at 9 o'clock, that's a little tricky, but I'll get into that in a moment as well. We warmed to 95 for the high, not only in Georgetown, also in Easton, warmed to 94 degrees in Salisbury. Here's where we stand right now. We're at 96 in Redden, for example, 92 Milton, 95 Millsboro, 92 in Seaford. But what does it feel like right now? Well, it feels like 110 in Redden. Feels like 107 in Seaford, 103 in Delmar and in Salisbury. It feels like 108 degrees in Milton right now, 107 Millsboro, 106 in Milford. Feels like 95 Indian River Inlet. So we have the heat along with the threat of severe storms. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect for all of Sussex, Georgetown, Millsboro, Gumboro, Laurel, Seaford, but more for the northern parts of the county. That stays in effect until 9 o'clock. Now, I ran some models earlier, and it really looks like our area may be in more jeopardy between 8:30 to 9 o'clock anyway. So this may be extended for us. We'll keep a watchful eye on that. In addition to that, the excessive heat warning for Accomack, Somerset, Wacomico, and Worcester. This means we're watching out for 110 and above as far as the heat index is concerned. Overall, this is the view of what's happening. We're not seeing much in the way of scattered showers kicking off. Very small touch of thunderstorms in the extreme northern parts of the state. But it's this elongated low pressure system, affectionately known as a trough, that's what's actually kicking off the chances of thunderstorms. By the way, the air quality that we've been watching, look at this. We've all of a sudden gone to all yellows and we have red for unhealthy just in the northern parts of the state and northern portions of Maryland. This is why we want to keep a close eye on our air quality index for the next few days, because that's where the problems come into play. So let's talk about the heat. The melting forecast, it just seemed appropriate to have it. Melting and becoming a puddle in seconds because we're looking for 91 and isolated thunderstorms. Hazy and afternoon evening storms for Saturday, 92 in Georgetown and Millsboro. We're looking forward to stay in the 90s over towards Cambridge and 94s in Snow Hill. You take a look at our futurecast, we're looking at flare up at 9:30 like I was talking about with that model run. Then it clears out, but at early morning hours we'll deal with Saturday. Saturday afternoon we're into the mid-90s, hot again. Saturday evening we'll get a quick spot shower popping through. Sunday in the afternoon we'll have a shower or two in the early morning hours. And the winds pushing out of the south and thunderstorms dancing mainly to our north. And the heat index, 100s for Saturday and for Sunday. Monday, 103, 105. Tuesday, 106, 109. Whew. Scattered storms and muggy for tonight and 76. 91 for tomorrow, just as a recap. And finally, 86. Here's a look at your extended, exclusive forecast. Yeah, we're watching out for stormy weather, but Wednesday, we really take a dip after some serious rain.
Paul, thank you. The competition for Delmarva's favorite summer games is heating up in round 3.
Yes, it is. 4 games that made it into round 3: track and field, gymnastics, swimming, and diving.
So let's take a look at how they are doing so far in the votes.
And this is what the numbers say, or there we go. This is what the numbers say. Gymnastics leading 74% to 26 over track and field. I'm not that surprised. I think everybody really does enjoy the gymnastics.
I'm not over equestrian losing in round 1. You know that.
You love the horses, though.
Yeah.
There's no losing or winning there. And again, don't forget to choose your favorites at coasttv.com/vote. Maddie'd be really happy if somehow horses were involved.
Yeah, bring them back, please, please.
The Olympic Zone continues tonight on Coast TV. This is a show that features a daily summary showcase and behind the scenes of fanfare at Paris, the Games, the Olympics. All this happening at 7:30 p.m. right here during the Games.
We're having fun doing it. And also fun tonight, the Shorebirds continue their series at Purdue against Myrtle Beach. Guess what? You can watch it live on the Delmarva Sports Network. First pitch is just after 7 p.m.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Tonight, the Delmarva Shorebirds are trying to end the Myrtle Beach Pelicans' 8-game winning streak. As Game 4 of the series begins soon at Purdue Stadium, the Birds are searching for their first win over the Chicago Cubs affiliate this season and series. Delmarva hopes to bounce back tonight after falling 4-1 last night. Check out the action on DSN's live TV broadcast at 7 p.m. And former Smyrna football standout and quarterback currently at the University of Maryland, Cam Edge is battling for a starting spot this season. Hear from Edge on how growing up and playing on Delmarva prepared him to compete at the Division I level, what he learned as a backup last season, and his mentality heading into this year. Catch up with the Terrapin quarterback and former Delaware first-team All-State honoree tonight on DSN. Plus, see the moment we surprise a leader from Caroline County with the Coach Who Makes a Difference Award, all on the Final Score at 10:30 p.m. That'll do for sports. Have a great night.
Brian, what's the difference between treated wood and composite decking?
Treated wood decking costs less but requires a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood but won't fade, curl, or rot. It's insect resistant, maintenance free, and comes with a lifetime warranty. But through August 31st only, you can get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber and no payments, no interest for 12 months.
Paul Davis can bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow.
And we'll give you a down to the penny price that day.
Call Paul Davis, the restoration and remodeling expert.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
In the world of real estate, it's not just about transactions.
It's about making your dreams a reality.
Pan Price & Associates isn't just a name, it's a promise.
We find a perfect match for every lifestyle and budget.
Finding a home can seem daunting, but with us, we help make it simple.
We transform spaces into stories.
At the heart of our team is a commitment to you. Together, we make the journey seamless every step of the way.
Mr. Meyer was an awesome teacher.
I taught middle school math in Wilmington.
He goes out of his way. You could just see he really cared.
My students faced the most serious challenges in our community. They needed so much more than algebra.
When he became county executive, he worked to improve all of our schools.
We got teachers funding to innovate in their classrooms, started 1,000 Kids Coding to help low-income students get high-income skills.
Matt Meyer is someone who, when he says he's going to do something, he does the work. Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware is an award-winning waterfront restaurant serving fresh, local seafood. Catch 54 features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple coastal cuisine with house favorites including our signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, and our famous 54 burger. Catch 54 offers delicious, chef-inspired nightly specials, a raw bar, a Wine Spectator winning wine list and monthly wine dinners, and the best happy hour in town. Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Imagine a home that truly reflects your unique style and sophistication. Welcome to Bay to Beach Builders. Step into the brand new Idea Home and Design Studio in Greenwood, where your dream home takes shape. Select every style, every color, and every detail. Our design specialists will guide you through every step. Experience the unmatched quality of Amish craftsmanship, blended seamlessly with modern design. And the best part, our homes are surprisingly affordable, starting at under $200,000. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
The beauty is hard to miss at Ocean City's premier golf course, Eagles Landing. Overlook the Sinnapunxent Bay's salt marshes and enjoy the unspoiled beauty of Assateague Island National Seashore. Eagles Landing offers 5 sets of tees, making the course playable for beginners and challenging for most skilled golfers. And the Caddy Shack Cafe and Pro Shop ensure golfers have everything they need. Find our best rates at eagleslandinggolf.com. Eagles Landing, upholding the tradition of the game.
Today's Weather Emoji Cast is brought to you by OC Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Our Tyndall Casual Furniture camera, we're expecting temperatures in the 80s. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for our area until 9 o'clock. In addition to that, we're concerned about the excessive heat warning that's in effect for all of the Delmarva Peninsula. Watching out for 110 for the heat index, by the way. Be sure you keep up with the forecast by calling our weather line at 443-880-9100. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brogstedt, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Stormy in the afternoon Saturday and Sunday, and then much cooler by next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Thank you, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.